capacidad de hacerlo mejor o diferente.
A ver, algo que tienen que saber es que una discapacidad no es una incapacidad. O sea, tal vez alguna persona puede tener la pérdida o atrofia de algún órgano de su cuerpo, ¿no? Pero va a encontrar la manera para hacer la misma actividad que tú.
The Department of
Idiomas, Enseñanza y Diversidad Cultural presents
Culture Shock with your hosts Mane
Giselle, Lore.
and B. Let's get started.
Hello and welcome to our very last show about this interesting
Oh.
topic. It's been a long journey of one semester, and
A long semester.
yeah, we know that everyone wants to finish it. So we're here and we have this very special last show because, as you may know, each show had a script, but today we don't have it because
Dun
we
dun
want-
dun.
because we want to show how conversations are in a very random way. I mean, when you talk with your friends, you don't have a script. Everything goes on, and we're here and we're friends, and the one that are listening to us are friends. So we want to project that philosophy here in the show. And today we're going to discuss things that we found interesting or fun in the semester in this show, and very philosophical questions about life and how our personal identity shapes our perception of what we think about those questions. I mean, each one of us has different ways of thinking, and that's because our identity and our culture and everything that is in our context. So
Wow. You deserve a 10 in your class.
I know, but still I have to do that research paper.
I have a question. What happened to your hand?
For the ones that cannot see, I've got an injured hand, and I don't know why. I mean, it just, when I put pressure, it hurts. Just like that. I don't know why it happened, but we're not going to discuss my my healthy. And who wants to say the first interesting question about life?
I think since you are the one who came up with the idea, I think you should start. Yes. You should put the example.
Okay. I wasn't prepared for that question. No. What do you think that happens after death? I mean,
Oh.
you die. What happens?
Oh, we're going to the deep questions right away, okay.
Oh, sorry. What's your favorite color?
Oh my god. That's a tough question. What happens after that?
What do you think that happens after death?
I have two theories. I don't
The
know
first
which one
one
to
and the
believe.
second one.
I know. I don't know, but I don't really know which one to believe. It's just
You can tell both.
I'm not a religious guy, so I don't really believe in heaven. I-
I'm so sorry, but
and-
your crush is listening to us, and I think that you just lost any chance you had.
I know, but I don't really feel like there's such thing as heaven or hell. Who can determine that your life and your actions were good or bad, that you deserve to be in heaven or you deserve to be in
God.
hell.
God does.
God can, but I don't know.
Do you believe in God?
No, I don't, and that's why I don't think that
¿Cómo se dice ateo?
atheist. Yes,
Atheist?
Are you an
Atheist.
atheist?
Atheist. Yes, I am. I do not believe. I do believe that there's a force in the universe that controls everything.
But you don't want to call it God.
No, it doesn't have a shape or history or something. It's just there.
God doesn't have a shape.
It does.
It doesn't.
Cultural background.
For me, I was not raised in a really religious family. I was always taught to believe that in everything I wanted to believe. So my parents never told me to you have to believe in God. You have to be a Christian. So I make myself an idea of it, and I don't put in a name or a shape or anything. It's there. That's it. That's the end of the story. And that's why I don't believe that after death you go to hell or heaven. I just believe that one of my theories is reincarnation. You call it like that? I believe in reincarnation.
Okay.
And there's this cool theory I read like 2 years ago that it says that we reincarnate in groups. We reincarnate in groups. Like, for example, imagine that your family, that you have a brother right now in this life, but in the next life, probably that brother can be your best friend, or your father,
or maybe your girlfriend.
Or maybe your girlfriend. Yes, we also change genders.
That's really messed up.
I know, like we are changing genders, but we are like going through life together as a group, as a unity. And I do believe in that theory. I cannot tell you why. I do that. I believe in it. And the second part is that my second theory is that we just disappeared. Like,
stop reasoning, stop thinking, stop everything.
Yes, we just become part of the universe. That's it.
Wow.
I'm one with the force. The force is with me.
Kind of like that. Like, I feel like you just vanished. There's nothing after life, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, life has no meaning, we're gonna die soon. And no, nothing like that. It's just, it stops there. There's nothing more, and maybe we keep looking for something beyond that, and maybe there's nothing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Actually, that's what I think, but that's what I'm afraid of.
That there's nothing?
Yeah, I mean, life? You stop thinking, you stop reasoning, there's nothing after that. So you just stop being you, and that's it. Nothing else happens for the infinity and beyond. So the only time when you are conscious is the time you are alive. After that, you are not you at all. So you just stay there. Or imagine that death is like, I don't know, you die and then your body, you can't move your body anymore, but you still see how they bury you and how they cry, and you get stuck in the coffin for the eternity. Imagine like...
No, that's not what I meant.
No, that's another theory that I have. Imagine that. I've got these two theories. What about you stop being you and you can't think anymore? And the other one, you are you and you cannot move your body anymore, but you can see how people are burying you and how they cry and they throw the roses. Yeah, that your soul gets stuck in your body, and you get stuck in that coffin for the rest of the eternity.
When you die, supposedly your soul is the one that comes out and your body stays there, no?
Yeah, but what happens if your soul stays in your body and you can move and you just stay buried forever and ever?
Do we really have a soul?
Yes.
Whoa.
How do you know?
Pues es lo tuyo, tú. I don't know how to explain it, but we don't have one.
Yeah, but maybe those are just like mental connections in your brain. That's it. That's
why do you think we have a soul?
Yeah.
Why makes us have a soul?
Because we have sentimientos,
feelings.
We have feelings. We can think. We can talk to our own selves, like in ourselves.
Do you think animals have souls?
Yes, because a dog gets to love its owner.
How do you know that it's true love and not just like feed me?
Because it's like when you get home and a dog gets excited because you're there. It's not just because he wants to eat.
How do you know?
But in police dogs, they protect the police guy because they're trained to do so.
Wait. And also, like, cold-blood animals biologically are known that they cannot develop feelings. So, do they not have souls?
But, I get it.
This is complicated. Different question, please.
Next question, please. Peace world. No, world peace. You remember all those? Have you seen this movie called Miss something with Sandra
Miss
Bullock.
Simpatia?
Miss
Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality. That every single question that there is on the show is just for peace, and we're at peace. Yes. Karen, you are a religious person, right?
Yes.
So, what is your answer to the question? What happens after that?
Well, I get confused in that aspect because, like, for example, your family, school, so you get messed up with your, how you call it, ideas. Like, for example, in the Catholic way, I think there is I don't know, another life. And where you're gonna get judged by your actions that you did here.
And who judges you?
God. But at the same time, I think what you do here in life right now, you're gonna pay it. If you do something bad or good, you're gonna pay right here. But I don't know. I get like really confused.
Okay. So
what about you, Victor? Because you're Catholic too.
Wait. But what you were thought that would happen? What did your parents told you?
That. Could I say Spanish? No. Like, behave good because God is gonna, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I went like for a mission, so I do think that we have another life before this. And I'm gonna go to hell.
After that. Okay.
So I've got a question for you. Sorry.
No.
Talk, please.
Do you guys think God like punished someone?
That's what my question was going to be. Like, if God is so benevolent and loves all his children, is anyone really in hell?
Well,
what?
Probably like Karen said, you pay for what you do here. But for example, like when someone tells you, oh, God's gonna punish you, and you say, no, God doesn't punish, then why do like bad things happen to you? Like, for example, your brother dies or something like that. Are you like...
Because that's the natural thing of ways. I mean, everyone has
destiny,
to die.
Like, for example.
Do you believe in destiny?
No, but...
Whoa, you're... Whoa.
First, wait.
Hold on, baby, hold on.
Relax, Victor, relax.
Hold your horses.
And holds.
Like...
By Libre Albedrío. Check it out on YouTube.
Wait, like, we are still talking about the afterlife thing.
Well, we'll have time to rethink our ideas because we're going to a commercial cut. So, we'll be back with our very last show.
Oh.
So sad. Hashtag let's.
El sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas tu programa BIOS. Con nuevas secciones, entrevistas, enlaces telefónicos, transmisiones en vivo y mucho más. BIOS, el sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te lo pierdas, todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas.
La Clave es un programa para líderes del futuro. No te lo pierdas todos los martes de 3 a 4 por U Radio.
UPAEP, rumbo al 50 aniversario. Misión.
Crear corrientes de pensamiento y formar líderes que transformen a la sociedad, en la búsqueda de la verdad, integrando fe, ciencia y vida. Valores.
Junto a la verdad, el bien y la belleza, nuestra universidad sostiene como valores rectores la dignidad de la persona humana, la libertad, la solidaridad, la subsidiariedad, la congruencia, el respeto, el amor y la justicia. Visión.
Somos una comunidad universitaria fraterna, congruente, alegre y comprometida, que es referente en la conjunción del pensamiento humanista, cristiano y las ciencias, que forma integralmente líderes con alta calidad profesional y compromiso social. Contribuye a la transformación de la sociedad con propuestas pertinentes, orientadas a la consecución del bien común. Tiene presencia e influencia en los ámbitos local, regional, nacional e internacional. Centra la gestión en la persona y optimiza los recursos al servicio de la misión institucional. Líneas rectoras.
Atreverse a vivir congruentemente nuestra identidad, como ejemplo de virtud en el servicio, con respeto y amor al prójimo, para la transformación social en orden al bien común.
Privilegiar a través de la academia la formación humanista cristiana en busca de la excelencia científica y profesional, con pensamiento universal y trascendencia social.
Crear sistemas académicos de auténtica pertinencia social, a través de la docencia, investigación y extensión, para enriquecer la cultura y participar en la solución de los problemas fundamentales del país.
Involucrarse en la formación y desarrollo intercultural de la comunidad universitaria a través de ámbitos y vínculos de internacionalización.
Lograr ambientes de confianza, colaboración y servicio, dentro de una cultura de austeridad, transparencia y evaluación. UPAEP, rumbo al 50 aniversario.
Si te gustan los animales,
Zoológica es el espacio radiofónico que esperabas. Escúchanos a través de U-Radio.
Todos los jueves, de 11 a 12 horas, a partir del 2 de febrero.
Aquí nos escuchamos.
Hello there. We're back at Culture Shock.
Hello people, we're back and it's a shame that you weren't here in the commercial cut because some other interesting stuff came out. But, a question for the entire crew. Do you believe in destiny? Or, I mean, everything you do has been predicted or you have the will to do whatever you want? Like the X-Files. I think... I don't know, something that my mother says a lot, she says all the time, like, if it's meant to be, then it will happen. That's something that my mom says all the time. But I think she's just leaving it like, because Mexican history, well, it's like insane. Maybe no, because she's not like, I think that we look for things, like, but not like everything. I think it's half and half.
I think it's it depends on your decisions. Why, like, in your decisions, what you take in that moment. Well, I think
part of your life, it is kind of scripted, you know, like, and that happens because of by everything, your cultural background, your where you live, where you were born. Like, if you are born in I don't know, a high socioeconomic family, of course you will get more chances than someone that is born in someone with lower opportunities. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think that everything around you influence to be that your destiny is kind of scripted, but not all of it. So, because it's affected by your decisions, of course. Okay, I told you 3 different ways of thinking. There are these 3: absolute determinism, absolute liberalism, and compatible determinism. Okay, you're such a nerd. So there's this, imagine like this line. In the left side, you have everything is predetermined. You have destiny. And if I pick up that pencil, it was written in the book of destiny. Mm-hmm. The other one says that you can do whatever you want, and that there's nothing that guides it. Like, you choose. And the one in the middle, compatible determinism, is the one that you're telling me, that you have the will to do whatever you want in a determined context. You can choose, but you have other things that guide your choosing. So that's where you rely. My mind is blown. Like, really, really blown.
What about you, Lore?
I'm thinking.
I'm in the middle. I'm thinking. I think that you can choose, but you still have some things that tie you. For example, I can say I want to fly to Mars because I can't. So I have my freedom, but I can use it in a determined context, and the context tells me that I can do it.
Yes, basically what I was saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're in the middle where I am.
Yeah.
And you too. Lore?
Has your mind finished processing?
Well, I think I'm the same, but it's because I don't know, I'm different. Well, how I think it's the same, but it's with God, but sometimes it's not related to God. So,
why with God?
Like with the religion and all that.
But why?
Because of, for example, like sometimes I ask him for help, but sometimes I say like, no, I don't, like I just take it by my own decisions and not think of him or about that. So I don't know, it's like different but the same, I could say.
Do you know this group One Republic?
Yes.
They have this song whose name is Preacher, and it says, God only helps those who can help themselves.
But why?
I mean, you're not going to stay there and say, God, please give me money. You have to look for it.
Yeah. I see what you're
So I think that's the point.
But what about people that are born with no money? Like, why were they born with no money?
Because of their historical context.
Yes.
And can't they, like, I don't know. I don't know.
You have examples about people that were born with no money and then they made out of it a lot.
Yes, but that's a chance of 1 in a million.
The same chance that you have of not dying right now.
What? Oh my god. You're saying I'm gonna die or something?
No, I'm making a point.
Yes, you make your own statistics. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
What, Karen?
I was gonna say.
I've got another question. Well, no, you talk.
No.
No, you talk.
Yeah, you haven't spoken.
Yes.
It was gonna be the same as my name. Like if people have asked me like if God really exists, why is there poor people? Why are children dying for I don't know. It supposes that God loves everyone. That blah blah blah. No. So
I'm sure you're making a point.
Yeah, an excellent religious person.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you that to you.
Why, if there's a God, then there's so much misery in the world?
Yeah, suffering.
Because why God would put us here if he had the ability to interfere?
Or for example, do you think, well, there's a Bible, right? Oh yeah, there's a Bible.
I'm sure there's a Bible.
Yes, well, there's a Bible.
It's like the most printed book in the history of humanity.
Sorry. There's a part like apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
In that part, I don't know in what versículo y capítulo, but it says that we're gonna die from, I don't know, and he's gonna come back. Do you think that is really gonna happen?
No, the entire Bible is like a story to make us understand. Even the history about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is just a history. It doesn't mean that it really happened that way, and the church has recognized it like just a story. So I don't think that the apocalypse is going to happen in the same way. It was more like a philosophy way of saying things. I don't think that the real dragon is going to appear and the trumpets are going to be heard in the sky. It has a deeper meaning.
Which kind of meaning?
Like apocalypse is going to come because humans are going to make it so, but not with an emerging dragon, but like with hunger and suffering and nuclear bombs and stuff.
Okay.
And I think that God will not interfere because we have the freedom to choose whatever we want. And He put us here to make us choose the best option, but sometimes it doesn't happen. And since He gave us His most precious gift, which was freedom, He's not going to take it out.
But for example, like if you said that everyone choose his freedom or something like that, no? But for example, in this part of Syria,
Syria,
kids are dying and they didn't even choose to be over there or in the
obviously, but the ones that are making the war choose to.
Yeah, but what, like, why the kids had to suffer the consequence?
Because it was human beings were the ones that chose that they were going to have a war and that war was going to make hungry kids. It's not it wasn't the kids didn't choose it, but the ones that are fighting there chose to do so, and that has consequences over the kids.
But why doesn't God interferes?
Because if He interfered, then He would take out the freedom from the ones that are fighting.
I think the word you want is free will.
Free will of the ones that are fighting.
Why don't we go a commercial and then we can come back? Let's take a break. Let's breathe fresh air.
Alright,
we'll be back.
Okay.
Alright, we're going for a commercial, guys, and we'll be back.
¿Por qué no hablas?
No hablas en español.
Hello there. We're back at Culture Shock.
El sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas tu programa BIOS. Con nuevas secciones, entrevistas, enlaces telefónicos, transmisiones en vivo y mucho más. BIOS, el sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te lo pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas.
La Clave es un programa para líderes del futuro. No te lo pierdas todos los martes de 3 a 4 por U Radio.
Si te gustan los animales,
Zoológica es el espacio radiofónico que esperabas. Escúchanos a través de U Radio.
Todos los jueves, de 11 a 12 horas, a partir del 2 de febrero.
Aquí nos escuchamos.
UPAEP, rumbo al 50 aniversario. Misión.
Crear corrientes de pensamiento y formar líderes que transformen a la sociedad, en la búsqueda de la verdad, integrando fe, ciencia y vida. Valores.
Junto a la verdad, el bien y la belleza, nuestra universidad sostiene como valores rectores la dignidad de la persona humana, la libertad, la solidaridad, la subsidiariedad, la congruencia, el respeto, el amor y la justicia. Visión.
Somos una comunidad universitaria fraterna, congruente, alegre y comprometida, que es referente en la conjunción del pensamiento humanista, cristiano y las ciencias, que forma integralmente líderes con alta calidad profesional y compromiso social. Contribuye a la transformación de la sociedad con propuestas pertinentes, orientadas a la consecución del bien común. Tiene presencia e influencia en los ámbitos local, regional, nacional e internacional. Centra la gestión en la persona y optimiza los recursos al servicio de la misión institucional. Líneas rectoras.
Atreverse a vivir congruentemente nuestra identidad, como ejemplo de virtud en el servicio, con respeto y amor al prójimo, para la transformación social en orden al bien común.
Privilegiar a través de la academia la formación humanista cristiana en busca de la excelencia científica y profesional, con pensamiento universal y trascendencia social.
Crear sistemas académicos de auténtica pertinencia social, a través de la docencia, investigación y extensión, para enriquecer la cultura y participar en la solución de los problemas fundamentales del país.
Involucrarse en la formación y desarrollo intercultural de la comunidad universitaria a través de ámbitos y vínculos de internacionalización.
Lograr ambientes de confianza, colaboración y servicio, dentro de una cultura de austeridad, transparencia y evaluación. UPAEP, rumbo al 50 aniversario.
Hello there. We're back at Culture Shock.
So we're back, and I think that this is going to be our last segment in the entire world and in the entire life. So we must enjoy it. And we have this interesting question, which is determined by culture and identity. Where do we come from as humans?
Shall I answer?
Yeah, you should. But taking into consideration the differences between the religious idea that, I don't know, God placed us here, and the one that science tells us.
Okay, yes. I mean, there's different ways of answering that question. Like, it depends a lot on your perception and your beliefs and your
background, your context.
Yes. I mean, talking biologically, I come from my mother. And historically, I come from a family that decided to emigrate from Spain to Mexico. So, like, it has a lot of aspects. That question, where do we come from, had different aspects. So, I mean, I'm just gonna say that human history, it's really, really, really long, and it's kind of combined with Earth's history. So we come from this evolution of species that they start to develop, and they start to migrate, they start to travel to different lands. Then we started to have the necessity of belonging somewhere, and that's why we started to creating groups. And after we started to creating groups, we decided to establish in different places around the world. But now we don't want to stay in those places, and now we're still like going back and going to another place till we find really ourselves, and that is where we come from and where we are going, where we are heading.
Okay, for me and my background, my family would tell me that it's science. The background, my identity told me that science is the one that placed us here. Well, not science, but that the evolution of species placed us here, and that the Australopithecus afarensis like started evolving and moving and migrating. But for me and my identity that was shaped by my family, school, friends, everything, told me that that's true, but there's a point where we have a soul, and that soul shapes our decisions.
What?
That we come from evolution.
Yes.
But everything was like not managed, but placed by God.
Okay.
I mean, God didn't say, now you're going to become Homo sapiens, and then Homo sapiens sapiens, and then Homo modern no sé qué. But that was like evolution and science and biology. But the one that, I don't know, did the first spark was God.
Yeah, it also comes from
a force, without saying a name. A force.
It comes also like from the culture you are, because you were saying that you were talking that Mayan, no,
they were like the first
like old societies
Aztecs and Mexicas.
Yeah. What do
for them, we come from. They have a lot of gods, and then they decided to make humans. But we are the fourth generation of humans. They had different attempts before, like making humans out of mud or making humans out of wood and stuff. And in the end, they decided to make humans out of corn. That's because corn was fertile and useful and delicious, and everything was like the best material to do humans. And that's, for them, we come from corn. We are made out of corn. So this is not going to be our last segment. Interesting. We'll enjoy another one. Another culture reference that you
Where do you
might
come
know.
from, Lori? Well, I guess my ancestors are from here, from Mexico, and I guess my family really never immigrated, so I think I'm from here, from Mexico, fully 100% Mexican. And where do you come from?
I'll say your answer. From yesterday. I think you said everything. There's no more examples.
When did I say that?
Yesterday in topic. I remember. Well, I come from, I don't know. That's a mysterious question,
Maybe you can think about it and you can tell us after the commercial.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
Just like a fun fact, other cultures believe that we come from outer space and that we're I don't know, made by or shaped by other cultures in outer space, and then they brought us here.
Yeah.
It's
what are you talking about, Victor?
let me check.
Don't invent questions. No, that's not fair.
It's not invented. Other cultures believe that others brought us here and left us here.
Okay, while we are on commercials, investigate that, please.
Yeah.
And we're going for 2 commercials.
Hello there. We're back at Culture Shock.
La Clave es un programa para líderes del futuro. No te lo pierdas todos los martes de 3 a 4 por U Radio.
El sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas tu programa BIOS. Con nuevas secciones, entrevistas, enlaces telefónicos, transmisiones en vivo y mucho más. BIOS, el sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te lo pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas.
UPAEP, rumbo al 50 aniversario. Misión.
Crear corrientes de pensamiento y formar líderes que transformen a la sociedad, en la búsqueda de la verdad, integrando fe, ciencia y vida. Valores.
Junto a la verdad, el bien y la belleza, nuestra universidad sostiene como valores rectores la dignidad de la persona humana, la libertad, la solidaridad, la subsidiariedad, la congruencia, el respeto, el amor y la justicia. Visión.
Somos una comunidad universitaria fraterna, congruente, alegre y comprometida, que es referente en la conjunción del pensamiento humanista, cristiano y las ciencias, que forma integralmente líderes con alta calidad profesional y compromiso social. Contribuye a la transformación de la sociedad con propuestas pertinentes, orientadas a la consecución del bien común. Tiene presencia e influencia en los ámbitos local, regional, nacional e internacional. Centra la gestión en la persona y optimiza los recursos al servicio de la misión institucional. Líneas rectoras.
Atreverse a vivir congruentemente nuestra identidad, como ejemplo de virtud en el servicio, con respeto y amor al prójimo, para la transformación social en orden al bien común.
Privilegiar a través de la academia la formación humanista cristiana en busca de la excelencia científica y profesional, con pensamiento universal y trascendencia social.
Crear sistemas académicos de auténtica pertinencia social, a través de la docencia, investigación y extensión, para enriquecer la cultura y participar en la solución de los problemas fundamentales del país.
Involucrarse en la formación y desarrollo intercultural de la comunidad universitaria a través de ámbitos y vínculos de internacionalización.
Lograr ambientes de confianza, colaboración y servicio, dentro de una cultura de austeridad, transparencia y evaluación. UPAEP, rumbo al 50 aniversario.
El sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas tu programa BIOS. Con nuevas secciones, entrevistas, enlaces telefónicos, transmisiones en vivo y mucho más. BIOS, el sonido de lo natural está de vuelta. No te lo pierdas todos los martes en punto de las 13 horas.
Hello there. We're back at Culture Shock.
Like, close the previous segment, I'm going to say that there are at least 10 different religions in the world. Some of them are in China. That say that thing about outer space thingy. And also, like, scientifically, there's this theory called panspermia that says that life came from a meteorite, which is something that science
I'm gonna
has,
make my next
like,
research
theory.
paper from that.
And, like, to close it, what do you think, Gis, about the previous question that you were going to think? Where do we come from?
I come from Adán y Eva. There.
What? Point. Period. Period. That's your...
Yes.
That's what she thinks.
I love you. What's that? I think that's what she thinks. Stop it there. I don't know what that is. Where do you come from?
Adán y Eva.
Adán y Eva. I understood, like, Adán y Eva. What's that? Okay, so this is going to be our last segment, for sure. And we will, like, share our best moments here in the show.
There were so many good shows.
And we were thinking during the commercials, and actually we had plenty of them. I thought that there weren't those many shows, but we
did have many.
They were like 17 or something.
Yeah, they were a lot.
I wish we could have a montage of all the shows, like going with some sentimental music or something like that.
In the canon.
Yeah, we can do that. One of my favorite shows. All of them were kind of interesting in their own way.
Each one of them had their own
their own interesting topic. But the one who captured more my attention, it was actually, like, you're gonna say that it's too cheesy? No, too cheesy. But I think the one we talk about, urban versus rural, like, it really changed my point of view a little bit. Like, when I heard Beto talking, I was not really conscious about how people like him may feel, like, outside their community. And once that I heard him talking, sharing his experience, it made me really conscious about it, and it really changed my mind. So I think for me that was my favorite. It really changed me.
For me, I'm going to say
now
that
we're thinking, right?
it was the same. I have forgotten about it, but then
I remember and then changed me.
No, for sure. I mean, I've forgotten that happened, but the learning that I have from it really got into me. I mean, I forgot. It's like you forgot that you had a class with that teacher, but the things that teacher told you, you apply it on your life, even though you don't remember the teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you don't remember
who told you to do so, but you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't remember who told you that watching TV from less than 2 meters was harmful for your sight, and then you don't do it. You don't remember who told you, but you do it.
My mom told me.
It was like an example, dude. Thank you for messing up with my example. Yeah, but that one really touched me in a spiritual way.
I know, but it was really moving.
For funny moments, I don't remember who came here. This professor that went to Sweden.
Yes, Roberto.
Oh, yeah. Humberto. It was very funny when he told us his story in the hospital and how he was fighting about what he had because he thought that gestures there were like, oh my god.
He had something really bad.
They
people stopped talking. They were like, what is happening to me?
Yeah, that's a way to regulate their interaction, the non-verbal communication that regulates their interaction.
Nice. What about you, Lori? What was your favorite show?
One of my favorite ones was Semana Santa, when we interviewed the teacher from Belize. Yes, how over there they have similar traditions to the ones we have over here in Mexico. I thought being in another place they were gonna have different types of traditions and how they celebrated, but when she came here and she gave us an interview, I actually was very impactada.
Shocked.
I was shocked that they had some of the same types of traditions as here. So yeah, it was a very interesting interview we had with her.
And you, Karen?
My favorite show was the same as you guys, from rural versus urban. Urban. Sorry.
You are gonna have your chicken tonight.
Yeah, it was really deep. Well, I never seen Beto cry since that day, and
damn it, the feels.
Yeah, so I don't know. He's a good friend, but he hasn't talked to me very open his feelings or what he really thinks. And when he came to this show, everything that maybe he thought or was feeling, he expressed it out, and that was oh my god.
I don't know.
You really got to know your friend.
Yeah,
in a deeper way.
Yeah, because he's I'm strong and
thank you.
Very, I don't know, your comments or everything are not gonna affect me, but it does.
I don't really know about you guys, but right now I want to go out and hug Beto again.
I know. I need to look for Beto right now and hug him.
Yeah.
And food.
But wait, I have a question really, really fast. Is it right to feel bad for him?
It's not feel bad, it's empathy.
Really?
I don't feel bad for him, I feel empathy.
What do you feel, Karen?
I don't feel the bad too, but it's for example, for me, I'm very close to him. It's if you need to talk or I don't know,
empathy.
You don't feel bad. You get in touch with your human side.
Because feeling bad is poor.
Yeah, and it's not.
Yes, and it's not good
again.
Exactly.
Right, because it's not good to say, "Oh, poor guy."
Yeah, that's not
so sad.
Yes,
no, it's empathy and feel human because of his story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to be really sure. It just occurred to me. Sorry, I needed to say.
The deep questions went past like 20 minutes ago.
Question. I just like it just came to my mind and I just had to say it.
What about you, Erin? What was your favorite show?
She wasn't prepared for this.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared.
That show when she stayed home because she was sick.
I think that was your favorite show.
No. I really enjoyed the immigration show.
Immigration.
I really enjoyed Semana Santa.
Semana Santa.
Tourist, the show that I was on, that was fun.
Why did you come here? Because I don't think they're hearing you.
Yeah.
She says Semana Santa and
Bad Tourists.
And immigration.
And also, I think that which one was the show where we had this priest student?
Semana Santa.
It was Semana Santa.
Yes.
And which one was the one with the police teacher?
Same one.
Was the same one?
Yeah.
Interviews in one show.
It was 2 interviews.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And also like the food one, it was really nice. It was really interesting.
I got mad because I got hungry, so.
I got mad too, but then me dio asco todo lo que decían.
Yeah, it was kind of gross. So it's time for one last goodbye.
Yeah.
The show is over.
Say it, please.
So
whatever you want to say, you.
This is your last time to say goodbye.
Start.
Why me? Oh my god.
Just say
I just want to say to everyone that's hearing us that thank you for being in tune. Thank you for tuning in and hearing Culture Shock. And I just want to say that I hope all of the shows we had were interesting for you guys and you guys like learned something or took something out of it, and that I'm really gonna miss you guys. Hope to see you soon. Este no es un adiós, es un hasta pronto, and that's it. Bye. Karen wants to go next.
No, Victor.
Otherwise, I'm leading the show, so I'm going to close it with an interesting joke.
I'm just gonna say
I'm sensible right now because I lost everything.
Yes, and I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for being every week and being with us. And that's it. Thank you very much. We put part of our hearts in this show, so I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh my god, this is so. Ow. Well.
It's not like you're saying goodbye to your mama.
Yeah, you're not going to die, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sensible right now. Thank you. Thank you very much for hearing us. Take your time to listen to our topics. Thank you. Enough.
Okay, Victor, close it up.
Yes.
I wanted to close it in Spanish, but it was going to like ruin the
atmosphere.
The atmosphere. I want to say that it was an interesting experience, and I want to like go on with this thing, like being on radio or showing the perspective that different people have about the world, costumes, traditions, food, and say that culture is really important because culture is within everything we do. We can't get rid of it, and even like as Lou said, asking for 3 sodas in the store is different for each culture. So we must consider it and feel proud of being Mexicans and like support indigenous culture, because sometimes we like put it apart, but it's part of our background, so we must stay with it. And I wanted to say like it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you about it when I see you again.
Alright, thank you very much, guys.
It's been a long journey, but a very fun one.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
See you
See
someday.
you. Not next Thursday.
Bye.